Hey guys, Chad here from Take It or Leave It, here to talk to you today about my top 10 favorite films of 2022, and it has been a long time coming to come out with this video, but I got sick for a while, I lost my voice, you guys know this by now, but hey, we're here now, so I just say, let's just get into this thing. Couple of disclaimers real quick. First off, these are just my favorite films of 2022, I'm not saying these are the objectively best films of 2022, no, these are just my favorite films of last year, and the second thing is, this is a constantly changing list, but I'm looking at this list right now and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So with all that being said, let's hop into this thing. My 10th favorite film of 2022 was What Josiah Saw. This movie probably got under my skin more than any movie of last year. It is unbelievably disturbing. It's very slow burn and it's not for everybody. I'm just going to say that. It really hits some taboo things that might actually trigger some people. So look into the synopsis of this movie before you see it because it's definitely really dark, really twisted. But for me, I kind of love this movie despite how disgusting I felt afterwards. The film has a really intriguing multi-generation spanning mystery, and I really enjoyed this format of breaking up the movie into kind of character-focused chapters. I thought that was really effective, and it really slowly unveiled the mystery. It also provided character development. It reminded me a lot of how Damon Lindelof does his TV shows, especially like The Leftovers, which objectively is the best TV show of all time. I'm putting that on the level. But seriously, What Josiah Saw definitely hit me hard and impacted me. It's on Shudder right now, I believe, so if it sounds interesting, definitely check it out. And my 9th favorite film of 2022 was Resurrection. I thought that this film was quite captivating, particularly because of the two phenomenal central performances from Rebecca Hall and Tim Roth, and I loved how there's this like mysteriously uneasy, disturbing, intense feeling in the air, and we're not really sure what it is. We just know that it's there until Rebecca Hall's character unveils this history behind the mystery in an epic and jaw-dropping monologue. And damn, that ending, holy hell. I was expecting something more like Alfred Hitchcock, and instead I got this wildly unexpected ending that goes way more down the road of David Cronenberg, and it was awesome and very ambiguous, which I very much appreciated. And my 8th favorite film of 2022 was Crimes of the Future. Speaking of Cronenberg, this is potentially the most bizarre movie I saw in 2022. It is by no means perfect, and a lot of these films, I'll say, are not perfect. They're not flawless, but man, they left an impact on me, and this one is utterly, utterly bizarre, and I loved most of this movie. I really appreciated the multi-layered story, the world building, and the philosophical and psychological themes that were discussed. I really found them fascinating, and man, nobody does it better, right? The incredible body horror and the practical effects that were utilized were fantastic as well. And my 7th favorite film of 2022 was Top Gun Maverick. Look, it's official. This film proves that with the right script, the right talent, and the right vision that's embraced by everyone involved, any idea for a film can be made into a good film. I thought that this film had a great combination of high-octane action, investing characters, some really legit emotional beats, and some nostalgia sprinkled in that weren't just member berries. And Tom Cruise and Miles Teller just steal the show and play off each other beautifully. And my 6th favorite film of last year was The Batman. Look, let's put our cards on the table, why don't we? Batfleck is my favorite Batman of all time, okay? At least from a live action perspective. I love Ben Affleck's Batman. That being said, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say that Matt Reeves' The Batman is one of the best Batman movies ever. So much care went into the making of this film. It is beautifully crafted. There's such incredible texture and tangibility and such a grittiness to Gotham that Reeves has created, and is presented in such a unique neo-noir style. And Reeves' slow burn pacing and focus on Batman as a detective was also so unique and so captivating, and all those things really made this Batman film a very highly original and unique live action take that we just haven't seen before, and I can't wait to see what we get with the sequel. And my fifth favorite film of last year was Barbarian. As you may already know, this was my biggest pleasant surprise of 2022, so of course this was making it on my top 10 favorites of 2022 list. I won't rehash everything I said in the other video, but I'll just say that I thought that there was great world building within this film. Frankly, I'd love to see a sequel or a prequel to this movie in the same vein as like Pearl or Maxine, which are both sequels and prequels to X, of course. I think that's like the nerdiest thing I've said all week, so let's just mark that down. I get one pretentiously nerdy thing to say a week and I've used it. Damn, before the weekend, that sucks. But also, I thought that there was incredible claustrophobic cinematography and bold but beneficial narrative resets to introduce new characters and kind of change the pace of the film. And my fourth favorite film of 2022 was The Banshees of Inisherin. I think that this was the most philosophically discussed film of 2022 for me. I went on a 4 to 5 hour discussion / debate about this film with my partner, and she and I just could not quite see eye to eye, but it was just fun to go on like a 5-hour tirade about this film and what it really means and what it's talking about. And any movie that has you doing that after you see it is worthwhile and is probably going to make it on this list. The script and especially the dialogue is about as pristine as it gets, and the performances are of the same caliber as the writing. And the stunning Irish location and cinematography serve as a gorgeous backdrop in which the writing and the performances are able to thrive completely. And my third favorite film of last year was Something in the Dirt. Look, I gotta come clean, okay? I'm a die-hard Benson and Moorhead fan. They made the films Resolution, The End List, Synchronic, Spring, probably some other ones I'm not including, but I love them. They're some of my favorite directors working today, and this film is pure Benson and Moorhead, and it frankly captures what I love so much about lo-fi sci-fi movies. The mystery is utterly intriguing and compelling, and yet the film also delves into so many issues regarding conspiracies, the internet, issues that we definitely face today and are very, very relevant. And the comedy and the heartfelt scenes resulting from the developing relationship between these two very imperfect losers are what take this film to the next level. That and also the great editing. And my second favorite film of 2022 was Everything Everywhere All at Once. And speaking of editing, holy shit, this movie's editing is absolutely incredible. But beyond the incredible technical achievements on screen, I also got to give credit to the range that these actors have at their disposal that they really deliver in their performances. It allows the filmmakers' creativity to be completely unrestricted. And thank God, because the creativity coming from these two directors is freaking relentless. Seriously, this is the most original, the funniest, the most batshit crazy, and yet most heartfelt film that I saw in 2022. And I'm so happy that it won Best Pictures at the Academy Awards. And my favorite film of 2022 was Men. And look, I know that this is a controversial one, but I told you in a previous video that I'm a sucker for nightmare fuel, and this film is the most nightmare fueled film of 2022 for me. This Alex Garland film is an insane blend of hypnotic, mesmerizing, beautiful, and intellectual art house folk horror, and the abrupt body horror pivot is just icing on the cake, frankly. And I couldn't take my eyes off of Jessie Buckley and Rory Kinnear, who provide some of the best performances of their respective careers. Honestly, whenever I watch this film, I always end up getting hypnotized by it. I find myself in a trance, and then when the film just jerks the wheel into body horror, I'm just stopped in my tracks. And it just reminds me of the first time I ever watched Eraserhead, and I rarely find a film that does that to me. So for all those reasons, I gotta say that Men is my favorite film of 2022. But those are just my thoughts. Take it or leave it. What do you guys think? What's your list look like? Does your top 10 favorite list of 2022 look like mine? Is it completely different? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and checking out my video. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Chad from Take It or Leave It, and I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later.
Hey man, get off my case.
Oh man, chicks don't want to hear that shit.